Debra's story. A photo of Debra, smiling with a stethoscope around her neck.
I was motivated to become a foster parent while working as a nurse and doing home care in homes of other foster families.
A photo of a young man in silhouette with a sunset sky in the background, followed by a photo of Debra's daughter and son laughing.
While caring for so many children, I saw their desperate needs and wondered if I could make an impact. I had 2 children at the time and always wanted more, but it wasn't in God's plan.
A photo of newly adopted infant Jonathan in a car seat, followed by a photo of Jonathan as an infant being held by Debra.
One day, upon arriving to work, I was introduced to a 1-month-old baby boy with big brown eyes and a smile that was so precious.
A photo of Jonathan being held by Debra's husband Gary. Photos of Debra holding a sleeping baby Jonathan.
He too was a foster child in need. As I cared for him many nights, I soon realized that if I were to become a foster parent, I could possibly care for this little boy in my home because he was soon going to move to another home. So why shouldn't it be my home, as I knew all about his daily care and medical needs?
A photo of Debra with her foster care support worker Tracy, followed by a photo of an open book.
So I reached out to learn all about being a foster parent. I was lucky enough to have a wonderful support worker named Tracy Harrell, who was very personal and educated my husband and myself all about the fostering process.
Photos showing Debra and her husband cuddling and playing with Jonathan. The words "Good News" appear on screen, followed by an illustration simulating an electrocardiogram with a heart shape in the middle.
We finally were able to have him move to our home. Our family cared for Jonathan, and as the months went by, we were happy to get the news that we were able to adopt him. We had a big decision to make. We weren't young parents, and he may have issues throughout his life because of medical issues at birth.
A photo of birdhouses featuring the word "Welcome," followed by a photo of a cake with the inscription, "Our new blessing, Jonathan Michael Patterson."
But it didn't take long. We opened our hearts and welcomed him into our family on National Adoption Day 2011.
A photo of Debra's daughter holding Jonathan, followed by a photo of Jonathan as a toddler, smiling broadly with food from dinner still around his mouth.
Jonathan has brought much joy to our family and many gray hairs. He is a rambunctious little boy with so much energy.
An image from Mother Goose Stories of the woman who lived in a shoe with many children, followed by a photo of Jonathan as a toddler at the beach. His name is written in the sand. And a photo of Jonathan, Debra, Gary, their daughter, and older son in a pumpkin field in the fall.
I always wanted a house full of children, and Jonathan has filled our home and hearts with lots of love. I am grateful to God that He blessed me with such a beautiful family.
End of Debra's story. A special thank you to my friend Loretta for guiding me through the process of adoption, and to my family, Gary, Amanda, and Anthony, for welcoming Jonathan and loving him as much as I do. Thank you, God, for allowing me to realize that you always had a plan. This story was created in a digital storytelling workshop, a service of the Capacity Building Center for States, funded by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Administration for Children and Families Children's Bureau, under contract number HHSP 2332-0140-0033C. Logos for the Children's Bureau and the Capacity Building Center for States.